Hello,
Hello.
Sharat.
Namaskar.
Today I'm with Sharat, who is the founder of Himalayan Yoga Center, and I would like to ask you some questions about your kind of yoga. And first, you learn with Iyengar during 7 years, and what did you learn with him?
And you're still pulling in the direction of
Everything that I teach, I learned from him. What did I learn? I learned the process by which one is able to get rid of old conditionings, to get healthy body and mind by using the postures.
Okay, can you explain how can posture can help to have a healthy body?
See, yoga actually is not to acquire a healthy body and mind. Yoga is the way to drop the attachment towards body and mind. But you can only, unfortunately, drop the attachment when it's running well. When it's not running well, you can't drop it because it's creating a lack of space for you to be, for you to drop it. You can't drop it. If you got back pain, you can't drop it. It's there, persistent. So, yoga practice also deals with that, but it's not its main aim. It deals with that in the most scientific way possible by lengthening tightnesses and tensions which appear from fear. All of us are fearful. They all express in the body as tightness and tension. So it's all about stretching whatever has become tight and tense, stretching it and bringing it back to normal. Another way it works is it brings blood supply. Any place which is not working well needs blood supply to cleanse itself, to rejuvenate itself. There are many other ways, but these are the two main ways by which we gain health.
Okay.
Whenever you're stressed, you'll be full of tensions, and all those tensions will make all kinds of problems, headaches, neck aches, back aches, everything. So that's what it's about. Lengthening that which has become short in a scientific manner. And that is all the things which I learned from Guruji.
Okay, and can you explain how concretely it happens yoga class in that kind of way? Because there is other practices of yoga. Can you tell us what is specific of this or of your teaching and of the teaching of Iyengar?
You mean what's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference?
People come here on a short-term basis. In a short time, what can they learn that they will take back with them and continue to practice? Now yoga has become really popular, so there's many teachers. But 20, 30 years back, it wasn't the case. How can people take back something which they can continue to practice? So we had to find a way, a system by which we worked not on making the whole body active, but on making only the feet and the hands active so that they affect the rest of the body. And that whole inquiry took around 20 years. And now it's been refined, and every year it's being refined more and more. Meaning, do not make local adjustments. Make the adjustments from the feet and from the hands.
Can you explain us why it's so important to start from the feet and from the hand and not doing local adjustments?
When you work on the foundation, say in a building, you make the foundation nice and strong, you got a really good chance your building is going to stand up there for a while. Similarly, the foundations affect the rest of the body. This is very clear from the very first class that we do in our center. That stretching the toes and pressing the heels down, as an example, makes the whole body to rise up. You feel that really clearly, and everything goes into its place. Using that as the foundation, we do all the other poses and it works. What I learned from Guruji, very complicated system. You have to turn this in, this out, and there is, for each pose, there's hundreds of things to do. And it's not possible for a beginner. So this had to be changed and modified. And I was really lucky actually to come upon this non-violent system of doing yoga practice.
Thank you. And so I think thank you for the explanation because it's very clear, but how long does it take to understand the importance of the foot? Can someone coming to one class understand this, or does it need more time?
5 days. We've set 5 days minimum for learning this. 5 days also, all you understand is that it's working. How good, we don't know. It will depend on how concentrated you are. It will depend on your mental state, and it depends on how much you're listening to the teacher. When you've done yoga before, you only start to half listen, because you're listening also to the explanations that you got from the previous teachers while doing the same pose. So beginners who haven't done yoga practice before get it faster than the ones who have been practicing. This is the strange thing.
Okay.
So to refine this needs time. Action and non-action have to go together. This is the hardest thing to understand. When action and non-action are aligned, equal to each other, you get freedom. That is the essence of our practice.
Okay. And if someone who has never tried yoga, what advice will you give to him? Do they need some preparation before coming here? Or?
Nothing. Nothing at all. And actually it's really simple and it works for everyone. Because we work on the feet. We don't work on everything. We work on the feet. So one is able to concentrate on a small place of the body.
Another question that people ask is, do they need to be flexible or do they need to be young to practice?
You don't need to be anything. You can come completely sick, like we had this last week back pain workshop. People came with serious back pains. We just put them on this 5-day course, nothing more. And all of them feel better. Indicates that it works.
Okay.
You don't need to know anything, you don't need to be flexible, you don't even need to be thin. You come as you are, where you are, and it works.
So
People who are less aware just need more time.
if someone wants to come to your course, where can he find you?
Well, here in Goa, as well as in Dharamsala, and all our intensive courses are done on a third location, which is very quiet and away from the city. So it's in a village, very remote.
Okay. And you don't go abroad to teach?
Yes, when I get invited, I go abroad too, especially because my family lives abroad. So I go to see them and I do a few places where I've been invited.
Okay. And now, can you talk more about the center of Dharamsala? It was the first center, and how it happened. How many people can come to study in this center?
Actually, it first started here, but because I was reluctant to stay here permanent, because people come here for enjoyment, they don't come here to meditate and do something more committed. They come to enjoy, so I thought I don't want to stay here. But now we feel the need, so we've got this center where we are established since many years. And what was the rest of the question?
How many people can come in a year, for example? How much places do you have?
We take about 20 students per group, and we do one intro class and one continuing students class. So let's say 15 in the 20 in the intro class and 15. So we have around 35 students when it's good.
And thank you for this information. And do you have a message to share with people who never start yoga?
It's really simple. This is my message. Rely on yourself for your own health. Rely on yourself. The time is gone when we had traditional ways to keep people healthy. Traditional ways are going underground. People don't really have the teachers, the masters to teach them how people kept healthy in the past. They did. Plus, Western medicine has become so intrusive that you can't rely on that, because they only look at symptoms. They don't look at the cause. Ayurveda, great for understanding, but when it comes down to medicine, which the Ayurvedic doctor will give for you to be healthy, It's all made by industry. So we are left reliant on ourselves, especially because of pollution increasing day by day. No good air, no good water. Therefore, be self-reliant, learn a way to clean yourself, purify yourself, and fine-tune your body and mind so you stay clean, fit and healthy. This is really important in our times. There is so much mind pollution coming from the freedom of the internet, the freedom of all kinds of things. It's polluted. How will it not affect us? So all these factors make yoga practice a very important activity to be done on a daily basis.
Thank you very much for this interview, the time you give. Maybe you want to share like what yoga has taught you over 40 years, more than 40 years of practice. What was you before starting yoga and what are you today? Like what is the evolution for you? I think it can be interesting to share. How do you feel now compared to before practicing with such a long time of practicing yoga?
As I practice, I discover where my energy is stuck. Exploring the tools to unstick this, that's what I've slowly and gradually learned. When I was younger, starting the practice, my body felt so heavy. And slowly, I feel I live light in my body. So, I also felt, although I was young, that I was aging, becoming older and older. That's changed and I feel I'm becoming younger.
This is interesting.
So, this is what I'd like to say. Yoga practice, you're still eating, living like everyone does, but you become more aware of what not to do and keep your life simple and stay relaxed and happy.
Good. Thank you very much. I think you said a lot of interesting things. I hope it will help you to understand more about yoga. And see you next year, maybe here in November or Dharamsala.
Thank you, Dorian.